Hi, I'm Tanny Captain. I'm getting sick of flurfs that claiming that you can bring back ships that disappear over the horizon. And the worst part is that they cheat with showing you how ships will disappear over a flat surface.
I'm Mitchell from Australia.
Whoa, Mitchell. You're eager to get debunked? Let's give you a proper introduction. Dit is Mitchell. He lives in Australia. You know, the side of the world where the direction of the star rotation is clockwise. Where you can't see Polaris. And where you can check that the sun is not rotating over a flat earth by seeing that the sun rises south of due east in the winter months. Still, he desperately wants to be a member of Nathan Oakley and his merry band of clowns. One of the dumbest persons in the group failed by having the dumbest idea ever, what he called an experiment.
This is an egg.
And this clear top left material called Mitchell decided to copy the experiment.
So obviously we've got an egg.
Then he thought that his number one flat earth proof is a navigation instrument that is designed to find a position on a globe. But he keeps going on about how things disappear bottom up and that you can bring them back into view with their favorite camera. And that is what I'm gonna address today. I feel bad for Nikon. Nowadays people will see you as a dumb flurf when you own a P900 or a P1000. Oh well, let's watch this explanation from Mitchell about how things disappear bottom up.
And this is yet another simple observation that anyone can do at home. You have a coin and a flat table. And I'm going to demonstrate how we can make an object disappear bottom up without the need of curvature, or without the need of a physical obstruction for that matter. Now you Globers are going to sit at home and say that table is just higher than the observer height or the camera height.
Well, you have something correct, because I want to say that we're not observing the world like this, or even better, like this.
Now let's get that sorted quick smart. When we zoom in, we increase the focal length and increase the angular resolution. And we can resolve that coin in its entirety.
And that is where the dishonesty starts. First, I will give you some specs on the dimensions of the P1000. The specs say that the body of the P1000 is 181mm long. When I measure the PDF photo, the body is 155mm. And with the extended lens, the whole camera is 284mm. Well, let's put this in a calculator.
Oh, that thing has numbers on it.
When we divide 181 by 155, we get a factor of 1.168. If we multiply the length of the full extended one we measured on the PDF, we get a true length of almost 285mm. And if we subtract the 181mm from that, we end up with an extension of 104mm. Now we know that zooming in extends the lens for 104mm. To create the effect here, the middle point of the lens just has to be slightly above the height of the table. To hide the coin is the opposite, and the middle point of the lens just has to be underneath the maximum height of the table. This is easily done by tilting the camera slightly. Because Mitchell seems to like triangulation so much, we're gonna use that to see what the angle will be. We take the lens extension as hypotenuses, and for the opposite 1mm is enough. We put it in the triangle calculator, because the formula sinus alpha equals the opposite divided by the hypotenuses will only confuse Mitchell. At the A we fill in 1mm and at C 104. That gives us an angle alpha of less than 0.6 degrees. It's such a small angle, so I'm not really sure if the tilt was intentional. The misunderstanding about eye level must be because all flurs put the camera lower than a table. Somewhere in 2020 I took a picture of two vessels, one on the horizon and one a little bit behind it. It is not possible to bring the vessel behind the horizon back by zooming in, and all details of the vessels are taken from radar and AIS. That makes it easy to find the vessels online for more pictures and details of them. And the mid-range camera I used came out better according to the comparison than your precious P1000. So Mitchell, stick your head back in the sand and continue your research.